Yo. Test failed. You should join the same queue as me, Fine Gersh. How could that ever go wrong? But yeah, we're gonna play a match with lands, and there's a secret second deck. Maybe you will. Alright, let's see what we got. Pomegranate. Why does that name sound familiar? You tried to queue up at the same time, but you weren't sure? Ah, gosh darn it. Come on, don't have anything good. Please. What the heck? Techless died? I'll show you the sideboard. Nothing good, really. Why do people use this version of cards? Hello, Drew. Maybe their last card isn't Reanimate. Well, then... Seems bad. Alright. 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 You should sideboard a Reanimate, an uncastable Reanimate. Does not seem like a particularly good idea. We have a bunch of bad cards. What was I doing? Oh, this card sucks. Could play an Urborg, but that card is not very good. I would rather have Revoker than the third Maze, I think. This might be a fast one. That represents so many swamps. Alright, I mean... Why does this always happen to me? guess I should have actually played Wasteland. I don't know. Not sure it actually matters too much. The problem is it doesn't completely blank Chancellor because I would much rather cast that Drew. Like, so the Chancellor was still annoying because I think the turn 1 sphere is almost game winning. The problem is they don't actually need a lot of mana to operate. Like, I could just get killed here. Especially if this is Tidespout. If my opponent doesn't have Tidespout in their deck, then maybe it's okay for me, but I really just, I don't know, so off of playing against these decks. Yeah, well, what's up with these nonsense invocations? Maybe our opponent doesn't have Tyrant. Oh, one sec. Just realized I forgot to update the name of the Twitch thing. Alright. Can we play Goblin Charbelcher or what? Yeah, something like that, Drew. Something like that. Hey, Rancor _90. Binders, I cannot play Elves because you have a fair portion of the Elves cards I would need. So what I'm saying is, I do have all of the Goblin Charbelcher cards that I would need. I don't know that's actually true. I've never built the deck. So I cannot confirm nor deny. This is exactly what I wanted. Interesting. I hope I draw a Mana Source. Classic government employee answer? No, I don't think that's a classic government employee answer. It's the wrong place for that card. No, it's a room air conditioner. Alright, so we're on a 3-turn clock, which is not great. But this is the life I have to lead. It is a loud one. It also works very well. It's not really what I wanted to draw either. So 2, 3. I don't think I can even win. I don't think there's like any possible way. Stinks. If I kill their land, play Loam for 3 next turn, play 2 lands. Maybe I shouldn't have taken out Glacial Chasm. Alright, well, that was not ideal, really. But this is the new deck we're going to play. Take a quick screenshot of it. Someone told me they were having reasonable results with it, so I figured I'd give it a go. Back into the fray we go. There's 15 lands in this deck. So 15 out of 53 plus 38 out of 53 times 15 over 52. No, you're actually slightly less than 50% to hit. Oh no, they're 3 draws. Oh, they're 3 draws? So 64%. It's probably a keep done. What's up, Sean? Opponent's going to 5. Opponent scribe to bottom. I'm gonna probe, I think, before deciding what to do. Well then, alright. Wasteland, Scour, Pierce, Ponder. It looks like the Esper Delver deck Max Gilmore was playing. That's good. Wonder if I just... Do I brainstorm? No, that can't be right. There's still 2 underground seas in the deck. Oh, wait. Oh, nice. Opponent is not wastelanding me. Very nice. Wonder what I do here. Stalker Enforce. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess it's okay. I think I'm actually going to play the Delver. I'm going to just place... I know, I want to kill them, so I definitely want to play a Delver and flip it. That's what I'm thinking about. I'll just put Stalker Force on top, and then play Delver, flip. I could have angered too, I guess. But I can basically save the Delver for Force now and next turn play Angler. Alright. That's fine. Pitch to Pierce. Pierce is pretty terrible in this matchup, I think. I have no graveyard active stuff in my deck except for Delve creatures. So his hand is Pierce and Ponder. Nice. Alright, so it's kind of weird. It's like a Delver Mirror, except We don't have any late game cards in our sideboard, but we have a really low land count. But we also have no wastelands to mess up our mana situations, so... I actually even wonder if I'm supposed to board those out, but I kind of actually like Flusterstorm in this configuration versus our opponent. Maybe Fluster's not even good. So my thinking is my opponent has Swords to Plowshares in their deck because I've seen the lists for that floating around. I'll just not sideboard much, I think. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is fine. That's right. Boo. Question is, do I kill it on turn 1? We'll see what's up first. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to take the full amount because I think that's sort of dangerous. Yep, I think dismembering is correct. What's up, Sean? Play some Taylor to celebrate the announcement. I'll consider it. I'm gonna be a little bit more conservative in this game because I don't even have a shadow in my hand. Yeah, he's the Esper Delver deck that Max was playing. Sean, the only reason I don't do that is because when you replay a VOD, the music gets it muted. I'm gonna take 2 now and just him my opponent, I think. Taylor Swift announced a an album. I could play some copyright-free music, yeah. That's true. The biggest news since the end of World War II? Sounds like an exaggeration, Sean. That's fine. This card is pretty good versus me. Didn't say I was streaming Modern. Tagging is horrendous here, so I'm not going to do it. I've always been partial to Tombstalker as a one-of in a lot of decks. The first Tombstalker is pretty good. Same for the first Gourmet Angler. If my opponent flashes back Souls, I don't know. It's kind of complicated, I guess. This looks like an Angler. I mean, if my opponent plays Angler, I'm definitely going to play Shadow. But if he's tapping... I don't know. Oh, Sean, I don't know whose side you're on anymore. Send in the clown. Sean is always on the side of not Eldrazi. That is true. Matt McCullough knows Sean. I'm not gonna play the Brainstorm. I don't think there's any reason to here. You were rooting against yourself? Yes, plow my Stalker, and I probably am not in great shape. They only have 3 Swords to Plowshares, though. Yeah, that was the reason to cast Brainstorm, but I didn't feel like it. No, my deck has 15 lands. Or their deck? I don't think their deck has Thingamabob. Snapcaster. Tiago? Yes, Tiago. Souls? Alright. Interesting. don't think this daze is ever going to get better. I don't think I actually can afford to take damage, so I'm not going to pick up the grave. Yo, thanks for the follow. Cycle go to 6. I'll play Brainstorm first. I can never reanimate that. I think I'm going to attack with these two and see what he does. If he blocks just here, I'm going to cycle Street Wraith. I don't think it's worth giving up 2 life. Yeah, of course I'm going to reanimate Delver. Right. Doesn't have to be used only on fatties. Here, reanimating a Delver is very good because it only costs us 1 life, and we know it's going to flip if my opponent doesn't attack with Angor for some reason. But I sort of have to try to end this game quicker because I think the death rate would kill me. You can reanimate Endless One to kill all of their bridge from blows. That is a thing you can do, Sean. This game got very interesting, so I think my opponent's trying to compute what's going to happen. Alright, that's actually... I don't even care about that card that much. That card in particular that much. Interesting. That I think that should attack. So if I cycle, I go to 5. If I cycle again, I go to 3. So I can't really attack. Alright. No attacks then. I have to trade Tombstalker for Angler. And then next turn, hope to draw something good off of Probe. I don't have another reanimate in my deck, Sean. I don't know what you're talking about. Go to 5. Go to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. I'm gonna pay mana because I really can't afford to take damage. I'm nearly dead, by the way. Kind of stinks, but, you know. I don't think I want Flusterstorm in this matchup, really. Now that I think about it. Just all about efficiency. I just want to use my mana. My opponent really should attack with all of their creatures, I think. I basically lost now, I think, which is unfortunate, but... It's not Thursday. Good point. Oh, man, I'm so out of it. Let me fix that. Good call, Arnold. Wow, I'm just... I don't know. Should be fixed now. It is Thursday somewhere. Oh, this should have been sided in. Whoops, not that, but this. That was a mistake, not to side in. I'm actually going to side out one Street Wraith. Sure. I think this is a keep. If this is not a keep, I don't think this deck is good. It's Thursday for Kelvindale. Yeah, Death Rate is really good. Sup Inferno 1? No, unacceptable. I'll cycle 1 now. Cycle another. Thoughtseize. Oh, cool. Alright, so... Oh man, a Liliana. The last hope. Daze, Delver, Edict, Waste, Scrub. Opponent can daze my Delver if they want to. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Delver from our opponent. Alright, come on, blind flip. Yeah. Yeah. We're also gonna him our opponent. Alright. I'm going to attack, I think. Whatever, if it was divert, it was divert. Good beat. I think this is one of the problems with decks like these. They're not very good in traditional Delver mirrors. You just have a lot of cards that don't do much. I could have cast Brainstorm last turn, I guess, instead of him. But I was hoping to him their Wasteland, actually. Gatex, Scrubland, Scour. I think it's better versus combo decks. I think it's better versus combo decks. I mean, Sean, the games versus Tendrils don't play out like that. Right. And I think Shadow tends to be worse versus fair decks. Also, I kind of wonder if my opponent should have just drained me for 2. Scrubland. It's kind of annoying. There's still 2 underground seas in this mat. 20 mountains, that's real magic. Oh, man. Something alright. God, Lingering Souls is like the best possible card versus this deck, I think. Oh, my cards are so bad now. We're getting crushed by this deck. I don't think this is a great matchup, but I kind of just think the fair matchups are not good for us. Alright, that was okay. So I should hide one of my removal spells on top, I think. Lingering Souls and Landless doesn't seem great, frankly. But yeah, Souls is like a really problematic card with how this deck is set up, I think. I would have to side in like engineered explosives, which I don't really want to do. But maybe I was supposed to. Yeah, it's Yak Cat. But I would not do as he does. I think that's probably not... No, I don't have Marsh casualties. I didn't think the list you sent me had that in it. Unless I read it wrong. Yeah, there's no Marsh casualties in this deck. Oh, that's bad for me. No, there weren't. 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, you sent me a 13 card sideboard. So I just put in other cards instead, I think. A Plores? I don't even know what that means. Well, I am happy my opponent doesn't have Bolt in their deck. But we have to take risks by this point. Bad. I think the card under that is Daze. Oh no, it's not. I don't know the card under it, I guess. Alright, well, I guess if I had 2 Marsh casualties, it would make this matchup easier. I could have sided in explosive still, though, and it still would have been fine. So maybe that was a mistake. Hey, take your time. But yeah, I do not believe this is the matchup we're looking for if we're playing a deck like this. Oh, happy birthday. Um, Hyperogeny Arcane? I can just not pay any mana for the explosives. You just cast it for 0. Yo, thanks for the follow, Matt Michelle Wood. Alright, opponent. We know you misstacked your Delver. Please just carry on. I just want to finish this match. Play some wastes from E. No thanks. I'm still in like terrible shape. This is the first match with the deck. And I'm going to give it its fair run. Gotta be able to explode tokens when there's a Thalia in play. Fair enough, McCullough. Fair enough. But I'm gonna give the deck its full run. 5 matches or 3 matches if we go 3. Yo, thanks for follow PV Danzy. If my opponent has like anything, I just lose. Oh, actually, I was supposed to block one of those tokens, I think. Yeah, I got punished. I was supposed to block a token because if I drew exactly Angler or Shadow. Ugh. That was bad. Yeah, take your time. That is a nice play. I wonder if their top card is still a spell, though. They should be able to deduce my top card was Angler because I didn't play it last turn. Yeah, that's true, McCullough, but I should have played to drawing Angler. Alright, we lose. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Yeah, yeah, McCullough. I don't actually know any French except some phrases. Oh, come on. Jesus. I don't even know how that's pronounced. Do I like Vintage? I like playing it once in a while, and I'm in fact going to play Eternal Extravaganza and Eternal Weekend. But I would not claim to know a lot about it or anything. Jesui Yarvus. Wow, French is a weird language. Alright. Have to keep... I'm going to fetch... Oh, come on. No Chalice. Please. No Chalice. Oh, no. Come on! I'm actually going to show them Butzenmeyer. I'm going to show them Butzenmeyer. You know why? What a fun game of Magic. Okay, so the reason to show them Bloodstainmire is because you're more likely to be... I mean, not many decks play Bloodstainmire. Oh, man. Black-Red Reanimator wouldn't concede to that, I think. No, I don't think it gives it away, McCullough. How many Delver decks actually play Bloodstainmire? So the question is, do I want... Oh yeah, I should have played at least one turn to see what kind of threats they had. Yeah, it's true. But I'm going to side in explosives no matter what. The real issue is we cannot explode for 3 to kill Bridge. So we actually have to counterspell it or discard it. But, you know. Alright. Look, McCullough, I don't think most people are on that level. Is there any reason to cycle now? I guess there is. We don't have a 1-drop, so... So, I can actually force pitch Daze and him my opponent next turn. In which case I wasn't actually supposed to fetch this Shock untapped. The reason to him them is they only have 2 cards in hand, so... I'm gonna get Swamp here. Sin Prodder. Okay. It's good to know about. Take that one too. Take that one as well. Amel Bent. She's the French Taylor Swift. Cool. That's a good one. I think that might lock it up. So I get attacked for 1, then 6, which kills me. So I actually have to force. Alright, that probably locks it up. Oh, could have E'd the token for 0. Yeah, I should have slowed down. Alright, so we've seen Rebel Master. So I want the Disfigure and Sin Prodder. Is it crazy to side out a Street Wraith? I think Street Wraith is kind of bad on the draw, actually. There are no Ponders in my deck. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to side out a Street Wraith. The problem with Street Wraith, especially on the draw, is it's not a different card. I'm going to submit this. I think siding out a blue card is also very, very bad. This hand is kind of bad. I think I'm supposed to mulligan. I can't beat a Chalice, and I can't beat a Moon, really. Yeah. I don't know, man. This hand is also not great, but I guess I keep. Just hope I don't get chaliced, I guess. I kept Daze because I think it's actually going to be somewhat valuable. Great. So I need to find an engineer explosives. Well, the problem is white faces. I think the deck is just weak to a bunch of things. And since you're a 2-color deck, you're more exposed to a bunch of the things. I mulligan every hand that doesn't have 3x foul. That's not true. How many... Do I even have that many cards that... Him and Daze are the only 2-drops. I think I just let that go, frankly. Yeah, I don't even... I think this card does nothing. Start playing a Chalice and kill them with Angler. I might sit for explosives, actually. Really hope I draw explosives. We'll throw that one away, though. You've been to some cocktail bars. Oh, you. Yo, thanks for follow, Hazza. I don't know what's going on anymore. Oops. I'm just building enough cards in case if I draw an angler, I can cast it. We do have a UC. Standstill list with Chalice? Doesn't sound great. That's bad. No, that's bad. I think that actually kills me. I can no longer Chalice or explosives for 0. Actually, I have to draw Angler or Tombstalker. I can still draw Tombstalker like next turn. Alright, now I'm dead. Sometimes you lose the die roll. I'm not gonna lie, I think these matchups are bad, but I'm also trying to analyze. I mean, the problem is, I think it might be a less well-rounded Delver. Like, so you play a Delver deck with, like, a reasonable mana curve, no conditional cards like Street Wraith, or Thoughtseize, or him in the main deck, and you just have removal spells and more cantrips. Your deck is more consistent, I think, and you're not as vulnerable to a lot of strategies because you have cantrips to filter away your conditional cards. Why does it have a lower ceiling? I don't understand that logic. No, you can cut True Name from the deck. I don't mind that. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Okay. Storm, Exhume, Soul Brand, Thoughtseize, Delta, Swamp, Catacombs. Yeah, but you don't always get to nut draw your opponent. Like, I think that's... I don't think that's great logic, frankly. Yeah, he was on Blue Rock Reanimator, so I kept... This hymn's kind of risky. No, but it lower ceiling and lower floor doesn't really make that much sense. I think Delver's floor is much higher. Of course, I think the ceiling is higher. I wonder if I just... This is so awkward. I don't know what I'm supposed to take here. I feel like they have more reanimation spells than discard outlets, so I'm actually supposed to take Thoughtseize. Not sure. That was actually a close one, I think. Oh, thanks for the advice. Don't take Gristlebrand. That is great advice. Should I know who Take Your Time is? I'm kind of surprised he didn't fire off Brainstorm. I guess they wanted to play around days. So hypothetically, this should be a matchup where Shadow is better than Ordinary Delver in game 1. But the problem is, I didn't even want to cast at him. I think it's just sort of bad for me to do that. Oh man. This is something else. The white faces, the problem is I didn't want to cast him because the problem was my opponent had a Gristlebrand in their hand. Like, I think that's just not... I don't know. I think my play is defensible, frankly. If you want to cast him versus the person who has Gristlebrand in their hand, I think that's kind of maniacal. Oh, that's good. I'm actually going to force the Entomb, I think. Yeah, my opponent did not escalate. Rain of Salt. You mean the card that is 4 red red killed 2 lands? Opponent is a known salter? Oh, I see. Well, this is a very easy matchup to sideboard for. Like, extremely easy. These in. Take out, like, bad removal spells. I wonder if Edict is actually good. The problem is, I think if I've let them get Gristlebrand into play, it's sort of bad for me. So I'm gonna just not bother with it. Yeah, snap, hit them with that reanimate. Nice. Damn. There's also marsh flats in our deck. Take your time. Might just put Street Wraith into play and hope that's good enough. So I need to cast something to clear the first Chancellor trigger. Yep, this is fun magic. Oddly enough, I think there's a few ways I can get out of this. Yo, thanks for the follow. Because generally my strategy versus these decks is to try to keep their stuff off the stack. I think I'm gonna just surgical for information on their draw step. This is more of a black-red deck. It's black-red, but instead of Faithless Looting, like, there's no counter magic whatsoever. So maybe I actually do want Edict. Like, the information here is enormous. It is basically BR. Dead, Gristle, Delta, Reanimate. Do you think him is better than any of these removal spells, though? No, Ari, I think their blue count was way too low for forces. I think it's just BR, except they cut the red for blue to have show and tell instead. Yeah, playing Dark Ritual and enough blue cards for force is difficult. Alright, this hand is really good. I'm gonna Cycle Probe anyways. I think the formation is just way too good. Dead, Brainstorm, Study, Brutality, Bristle, Iona, C. So I should force the Study then? So I go to 16, 13. Yeah. I'm going to force the Careful Study, I think. Force is -1. Yeah, this was the plan, Makoa. He's going to escalate Brutality. Then I'm going to just Surgical whichever one he discards. I'm going to pay 2 life to speed up my clock with Shadow. Yeah, get wrecked. Oh, here's another Brutality. Dead, Brainstorm, Brutality, Bristlebrand. Because I don't have enough cards to take out. Like, if I had 2 more cards to put in for these hymns, I would. That was also a good draw. I didn't have many choices to make, I think, Wilson. I think it was just a very easy game to play, frankly. It was, like, pretty obvious we needed to force that Careful Study. Oh, I guess I can't force that one, but, you know, c'est la vie. If I daze that... I'm gonna daze it. That's good. I think that locks up the game. If I don't daze, the next spell he plays next turn, he's so likely to have a land. I think dazing is absolutely correct. So, no, you have to counter the Brainstorm there. The daze is just going to be dead next turn. Only one person is, frankly. I also think not casting the hymn is absolutely right, but there are times where casting it is correct. I mean, the issue is, again, if I had 2 more cards to bring in for those last 2 hymns, I probably would. But I don't, so... And I don't want Fatal Push or Dismember in my deck versus that guy. Yo, thanks for the follow, Kill B99. I mean, Matt, what cards do you want me to put in? That's my question to you. Take your time. The problem is, you think in 3 cards he's unlikely to find a mana source? I feel like this person plays Enchantress, but I don't have any evidence of that besides just a gut feeling. Brainstorm Fix is alright. Oh, maybe not Enchantress. Strand Ponder makes me think Miracles. They chose not to shuffle. Alright. So many lands. Ponder Enchantress. Please don't make fun of me for my misremembering of what deck they're on. That's probably going to be good. Oh, maybe it's Esper Stoneblade? Alright. Huh. We're gonna have to kill that eventually, so might as well kill that now. I'm gonna play Round Days, even though I think it's unlikely they have it. You'd him there before deploying threats? I guess that's reasonable. The heck? Can I get that Fatal Push back? Oh, rigged! It's rigged, baby. I don't want to take too much damage. I think they're... Cabal Therapy and a Mentor. Alright. Yeah, whitelisted, right? Honestly, I would not have predicted Mentor here. That's bad. That's very bad. We need to get 2 threats out, so I have to cycle that. Is Jace good versus Tombstalker? Yes, yes it is. I'm gonna recast it though. You're gonna need some analysis here. I can foul the -1 at least. I wish I could. Should have some stifles in the deck. I don't know. I know Raptor played Stifle, but I'm not convinced it's actually right. Yeah, the Brainstorm does give us an opening. So Brainstorm with Jace, don't fetch, play Deathrite, cast Brainstorm. It's interesting, to say the least. Yeah, not bouncing I think is kind of bad. What the hell? Should I just force this? That's so many cards. I'm gonna force it. I don't understand what happened there. Oh man, that's also good. Alright, so I need to find a removal spell for that, but I think I have to attack the Jace. Like, it's just a forced play. I'm dead in 3 to this thing, though, which is a problem. So his plan was to let Jace die. Interesting. Well, he's planning to gain 2, I guess, but I don't think that's actually very good. Yeah, I don't know why this swamp was tapped to cast it. Play Hero's Downfall. I guess attacking me is actually okay somehow. Alright, don't want to cast that. Yeah, he just messed up. This swamp wasn't supposed to be tapped. I still actually have to draw out of this because the problem is the Deathrite kills me. Yo, thanks for the follow, Alex Yee. Opponent chose to shuffle and drew a card at random. Oh man, they drew in a spell. Darn. I'm probably dead now. Opponent is demonstrating the universal truth that there's no justice. I don't know if I would describe it that way, but we are certainly getting the crap beaten out of. Yep, Chumpok with Angor has arrived. That was a bunch of draw steps. Even if we've gut shot, we just died to Deathrite, Drew. Alright. Alright. But look, I mean, we're just a Moongulf extract. Don't even have Teamer Battle Rage. I don't even have like good cards to bring in, except for this one. I don't even like. These are kind of bad, except they have Death Right. You kind of need Force for their like expensive, bigger things too. Sonic Blast. Whoops. I'll bring in 2 needles, I guess. It seems kind of not great either, but... Wait, what happened? Took out 2 needles for him and a needle. Do I want to take out pushes at all? Probably not. Yo, thanks for the follow. Maybe I can Thought Seize their mentor and reanimate it, and then go ballistic. Come on. Man. Strix, Brainstorm, Foul, Deathrite, Delta, Swamp, Tundra. Why don't you just take Brainstorm, I think. Yeah, I might do that, Drew. Push their Deathrite, reanimate it. Yo, thanks for the follow. So I want to save the fetch. Reanimate their Brainstorm. Good joke. Tundra, Strix, probably. So I kind of want to crack this thing anyways. So I can just put those 2 back. Yo, thanks for the follow, Basic Swamp. Their hand is Force and something else. Probably a bunch of lands. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can play Angler. What do they pitch? Ponder? I don't know what's going on anymore. This is so weird. Pitch a Ponder, right? It did. Yeah, they drew Mentor and they think it's their only way to win. That might... So they've Delta and Mentor? Yeah, that's a good analysis, actually. Wow, Drew's so smart. Oh man, their last card was Probe. I mean, I know they have a Delta still, so been around the block a few times. Yes, yes, you have. So this trades with Baleful Strix. Am I okay with that? Also, we have 4 pushes, so I should save this Mire for a Revolted push. I don't know, this is not going great, though. Oh man, please don't be a Jace. It's kind of bad for me too, I think, frankly. Oh, Brainstorm did 2 1-drops. Yeah, I guess that's true. I was sort of thinking they might have Liliana of the Veil too, though, and I really want the Revolted. This is a huge problem. I think it just kills me, frankly. I mean, this is the bane of Jet's Shadow before. Because I thought it might be good, and then we're getting our shit pushed in instead. 1, 2, 8. Oh, really? It's not good. You don't say. I'm not blocking. Alright. I gave it a fair shake, White Faces. I'm sorry, but you know I don't care about tickets, really. Should we Death and Taxes? Have I updated it in a while? I haven't. Charbelchers? Ooh, I can update the Esper Delver list. I think that is actually fun to try. Updated. 1 more of these, 1 less of those. Evidence suggests the deck is as good as drafting with Timwu. So it's probably great. What other changes were in this deck? Let me go look real quick. I would just caution White Faces that if you guys are winning in real life with it, that it may be that your opponents are not as good as they could be. This it is Max Torsion Delver. Cut. Cut Scour. Alright, yeah, I like this sideboard a lot more. It has a lot more flexible cards. I hope I have my Lilianas. Okay, good. No, I don't think we can do that in this deck, unfortunately. One fluster. I don't hate everything. I don't even know who you are, take your time, so... I don't hate everything. I hate things that don't actually perform for me. The point of Esper Delver is that I think the deck like actually crushes Delver mirrors. Oh good, another Delver deck. You know, Drew, you could support your friend and gain access to the Jarvis Clap. Or you could be a hater. Adam, we went we went 1 and 2 with Tim and 2 and 3 with Ari. Yeah, Wilson supports me. I hope we're getting all of the bad juju out for Indy. It's like when I supported you by buying you lunch 5 lunches in a row. Oh yeah, that's exactly the same. This was Blood Moon guy, right? Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna lead with that one. In case if they play a 1-drop. Or, sorry, a creature. Alright, well, we do this. No! We got bamboozled. Do I waste my opponent? I think I do. Monkey blasted. Oh, we should have cast that. Yeah, that was. I'm stupid. That's the answer. I'm dumb. I am too tilted. Just burn it. One, two, three. We could have won this game with Tribulation by now. Uh... Oh my god! Here, have some Jarvis claps. Great game. Playing or shame conceits. A terrible Moonstomping matchup? Great. Why am I playing it? Why do I even bother then? Yo, thanks for the follow. I can't even pronounce that. I tried. It just sounds like I'm speaking in tongues, though. I should get my null rod in there, actually. Yeah. I kind of want to take this out on the draw. Maybe I'll leave one in. I'm gonna just mulligan. I think this hand is so bad. I think average 5 is better. Very nice. Come on. Ooh, Dees. I'm just gonna play big Gurmags. I don't think they can really beat a 5/5, whereas they can beat the tokens from Lingering Souls. You just have a fish and they concede? Yeah, something like that. Should I start bidding my guys? I have 1 Disenchant and 1 Vindicate. Oh, nah. I should bin that one if I'm gonna bin one, in case if I draw Force. Yes, the classic Hazoret. Alright, that sucks. It's indestructible, unfortunately, so Vindicate is not very good. Exile with Spirit Guide and blocked. Yes, they play Hazoret. Yeah, that would have been the best Spirit Guide I've ever seen in my life. Hazoret at all? Yes. Yes. I think I'm just forced to attack anyways. If I attack them, I shut off Chalice. This is a weird play. Attacking Chandra is awful? Maybe. What's up, Alex Kitten Miracle World? That's a nice username. Leyline of the Void. Okay. I see. Two ley lines, yeah. I thought I really went all in on siding in these cards that probably are not supposed to be in their deck. I hope they draw... I don't know. Wow. Alright, I've died. My opponent should just... Yep. Wow, that took a turn for the worse. I wonder if I want Thoughtseize / Spell Pierce on the play. I think I do. Edict would have been good. I'm going to take this out on the play, actually. Yeah, I put the Pierce back in. I kind of want Thoughtseize as well. What do I take out, though? You can't pierce their Hazoret. I might cut Thought Scour, although... I think cutting the consistency engines from your deck is a bad idea, frankly, but... How do you want me to hedge versus Leyline? I guess I could cut these to hedge versus Leyline, right? I guess I could cut one Angler. I think cutting Soul seems crazy because that gets around Chalice. I'm gonna try this. Alright. It's fine. I can pitch Force to Force. Then what? I'm not sure I want to draw the Edict. 2/8. Scour is 3, 4, 5. Or I could just waste my opponent. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna waste, and then just scour EOT. I was just thinking about it. Alright, very well. No, expensive plaza landscapes. No, we did not. I'm just leaving this because I probably want to dome him for 2 at some point. Alright, nice! This is our best start so far. That clap was too much. Dude, we lose a lot, man. I don't know what you want. You know, Adam, you can have a sword. Walk carefully through the darkness with your sword. What in the F is happening? Yes, you should sword well and faithfully. Vietco. Alright. I keep. Hey, what's up? The man with a plan. Kind of need this brainstorm, I think. I'll draw force first. Mono red storm. So should I daze this? I'm not gonna daze it. Ruby Medallion deck? That sounds wild. Someone finally 5-0'd with that deck? The question is, after how many attempts? Gutter Snipe? Interesting. It is an Electromancer that doesn't make you play blue. Interesting. Should I force this? I could double daze. I'll force pitch daze. Daze it, then let it resolve? That seems terrible. I think this wasteland's likely to be dead, frankly. Oh, I could have done that. Yeah, brainstorm scour to figure out where I want to be. I'm gonna put the shields down for 1 turn. I think it's safe. Oh, you guys are funny. Force it, hold priority, and daze your force and don't pay. That sounds like a good idea. Attack place City of Traders, eh? Alright. Gate Crash, All-Star, Gutter Snipe. Actually, was it Gate Crash? It might be RTR, actually. Because this is an Is It card. Yes. Draw Force. And then Angler. I think I'm pretty safe. I'm gonna let this resolve. If you cast one more spell, I'll probably try to play around Empty the Warrens. Guess I can't play around Empty anymore. Yeah, I could have wasted the city, but I didn't think it was worth it. What if I pierce Daze this? I'm gonna cut him off here. Yeah, I think just piercing is enough, frankly. Gamble. I know something about a gamble. Sure. I hope this doesn't bite us in the butt. Okay, nice. You take 2. Grape Shot Wrath. Does he have any creatures in the graveyard? I guess I can have Daze plus Hardcast Daze, or I could just attack for 4. I'll attack for 4. Pyromancer's Swath costs a lot of mana, if that's the card you're talking about. Our opponent's playing a deck that would be unlikely to win a match in Modern. So did he tutor for Past in Flames? I can't say I really know what's going on here. I guess I could go look for a list on the source. Mono Red Storm What form would this be in? So the top 3 cards of your library. Thank you, the man with a plan. 3 Past in Flames. I'm not going to force this. It requires him to play mana for the cards. Like, guys, you can't just play them for free. I'm going to just let this go. Nice, Mountain Petal. You can play them with lead mana. Yeah, I think forcing that is lunacy. Well, we'll just agree to disagree then, McCullough. If his last card is Pass in Flames, we can very easily die from there. Frankly. What do I do here? Do I cut him off of Active Impulse? Active Impulse, Manamorphose. If I force it... Oh yeah. I eat his Rite of Flame. Yep, you guys are right. Alright, these can go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No Blood Moon. Opponent does have Defense Grid, so I'm going to bring in Disenchant. These are probably pretty poor as well. Opponent has Empty the Warren, so I'm going to bring in Persecution as well. I'm just going to take out the swords. I think they're just not great. Candace seems good. No rod. Yeah, sure. Okay. Hello, Doomwake. Yeah, you should just Ravnica Flashback Draft instead of playing Path of Exile. I could leave up Flusterstorm and just play Null Rod next turn. Oh, my opponent mulled to 5? Nah, I'll just play Delver then. It is a nice Null Rod here. 8th pick Compulsive Research? Wow, that's pretty good for you. Do I just force this? I'm gonna force it. I'm afraid of Empty the Warrens, essentially. Okay, you got me. Oh. He done got us good. Yes, Doomwake, I agree with you. Now's the time to burn Brainstorms because I've canist out. Alright, this can go back. No Rod shuts off canist? Yes, I cannot activate the abilities of my Aethersworn canist. Alright. That's a nice hand you got over there. Manamorphose, right, 2x Scab Clan Berserker. This is a vintage playable, technically. I think. A Scab Clan one now? Exactly, Adam, exactly. Were we slightly favored? I'm gonna take one of those. Clearly Legacy playable. It is legal in Legacy. This is insanity. He can have his Past in Flames. I don't care. Oh, it's still behind in this race. Yeah, you're right, Drew. You're right. Oh, can't cast it. Right. I have to do that next turn. This is a nice Canis. It's going all the way. Except Deathrite is a friend. Where's Death Shadow when you... I shouldn't have forced... I shouldn't have even have dazed that, I think. He could have paid with LED with a null rod. Disenchant Candace so I can counter like 4 times. God, why is everyone in my Twitch chat a troll? So many trolls here. Oh man, this league is going way better. Max is Jarvis clap to Max. Ooh. Yep. Top 5 breakfast foods not eaten at breakfast. I'm not sure how to answer that. There's a lot of good answers. That is just the top 5 breakfast foods, I think, yeah. Eggs, toast, waffles, bacon, last one, IDK. That seems somewhat reasonable, except not a huge waffle fan. Do I force? I feel like I force. I don't have a real spell. Man, alright. That's a nice one. That was the best possible, I think, given our situation. Yes, Drew. Chicken waffles is great. I don't like waffles by itself, though. Rigged game. Rigged game. Am I gonna need a second boost first? Yeah, maybe. This is not bug, this is Esper. Opponent pitched a force, that's fine. Alright. Top 5 dog breeds? Beagle is number 1. Then I'll let Adam answer the rest. Adam's the actual dog expert in chat. Bug Delver is criminally underplayed. I mean, it's not played very often, so maybe. Doge greater than all. You never wanted to go back. Yeah, I think Charmerglyph has gotten a little bit worse, both in Modern and in Legacy. Two mana for 5. Less Honeyclip. Yep. That's a good way of describing it, Drew. I might leave in 2 dazes. Oh, actually, Spell Pierce is garbage most of the time. Leave in 3 dazes? Parfait. Ninja still. I'm probably not the person to ask about these sorts of decks. Web of Inertia. I haven't seen Web of Inertia in forever. I think this is fine. LISC. Land instant sorcery creature? Okay. I'm trying to decode the acronym abbreviation. Okay, well this is a classic Delver hand. Gonna mulligan this, I think. Alright. Do not want. I'm actually just gonna play Delver and then next turn get a Scrubland. Because Scrubland enables both of these. Yes, opponent missed. Oh. Alright, this one really needs to die. The reason I use Plow, I'm trying to keep them off Angler for a bit. Days. Alright. That's fine. Maybe he'll waste our Trop. Don't think our opponent's going to waste our Trop. Gonna cast Push Upkeep, I think. The reason I do it upkeep is if he wants to use a counter now, it will cost him some mana during his turn. That's actually another good reason to use Plow, I guess. I'm gonna waste both of the Seas. They typically only have 2 blue-black lands in their deck, unless if they're playing my list, which has 3 blue-black lands. Yeah, you definitely go after Seas. It cuts off Angler. I'm not gonna cast this yet because I don't know what's going to happen. Black cards are more important in Doomwake. Type in the chat, are you on the Jarvis list? I'm like, there's no reason to cast a Brainstorm until I get Wastelanded or something. So we can just play Draw-Go for a bit. I think that favors me. Alright, now I can shuffle this land away, I think. If he really wants to counter that, I'm fine with it. Might just put the forces away. Honestly, I don't even really want to cast one. Next turn, I'm going to cast a Souls. Guess that makes a lot of sense. In which case, I probably wanted Force. Now I'm gonna shuffle here because those are shitty now. Opponent still has days in their hand that I know about, so. Because I was planning on... Yeah. I should have waited, I guess. Whatever. It's too late now for sure, though. I didn't think he had Stifle in his deck, essentially. I would not be surprised to see that my opponent's hand is all, like, garbage black cards, though. Do we want black? I want black, I think. You can daze this. I don't need the Scour, really. I think the 1/1s are just way too valuable. Alright. This has been a weird game where I mulled to 5, but my cards are just, I guess, a little bit better than my opponent's, so... Alright. Because we weren't guaranteed to draw a land at him. Dang. Don't want to get punked out via damage. I think that's the way I can lose this game. Does my opponent know their top card? Pondered. Yeah, I'll cast this. I might actually chump this turn just to save life. That's bad. I'm a fan of agreeing to disagree for what it's worth. That makes sense. Send out one force on the play. Cluster Storm actually also good versus Stifle in general, so. No, I think Zealous is not good enough in general. We didn't see TNN. Wow, this hand's broken. We're up to 85 viewers tonight. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. I'm going to definitely jam a 3-drop. The question is which 3-drop. I think it's probably just Lingering Souls. Okay. I don't think this is advisable, really. I'm gonna ponder just looking for lands. It's pretty good, actually. Yeah, I may not get double stifled again this game. I think this is a great situation for me. Yeah, I just have so much mana. So he did have True Name. Yeah, he can never win here, though. I just waste him and... Alright, we're doing well with Max Torsion Delver so far, 3-0. Pretty easily. Maybe not pretty easily, but we are winning. Yes, it is surprising that he looked at her hand and came out with Waste Us. I would have played. Oh, he probably just drew the sea that turn. Doomwake. That's the only way this makes sense. He definitely drew the the probe on turn 2, or the sea on turn 2. Like, I don't see any universe where he doesn't just play a Delver on turn 1 after probing us like that. Oh, we could just play Liliana and plus on his guy if he doesn't have a Daze, though. Doomwake Giant was OP in the standard events I played him in. That deck was so nice. This deck. Just make 1,000 mana and crush your opponent. In that tournament, I cast Seethe Unwritten to put 2 Doomwakes into play. My opponent's just like, what happened? Well, and I'm like, all your creatures get -4/-4, and all of your creatures are dead. So, good beats. Yeah, it was a great deck. I feel like that deck was supposed to have another fetch land in it, but I don't remember why we came out with 3 fetch lands. Kernavek. Interesting. He's still always playing Eldrazi. Alright, good to know, JLive00. This hand is bad anyways, so I'm going to just mulligan. Classic Delver hand. Also classic Delver hand. Alright. Yeah, I mean, my other hands were just garbage anyways, so... This looks like an Eldrazi strategy. Yeah, hello and good luck. Mold 4. I have a plan. It's Wasteland, my opponent. Yeah, the information didn't matter that much because I was going to just mulligan those hands anyways. Thanks for the follow, Flex Luthor. Man, I'm gonna get crushed. Sometimes they have Petal, especially if they are like white Eldrazi, Doomwake. Like if you see Displacer here, or that, you know. I mean, we are probably dead this game. No, they don't play Mox anymore, really. I have swords in my deck, so... They don't have that many lands. They have, like... I don't know, not enough. Wilson, they said hello and good luck at the beginning of the match. That was like 3 minutes ago. So I don't begrudge this guy saying that. I think it's probably just worse than playing pedal if I had to guess. Then proceeded to slam it. Okay, I'm gonna review it, but I don't want to draw it. Alright, dead. That sucked. I want that. Disenchant, Vindicate. I mean, our hand was not great, so we died. C'est la vie. I think these are kind of not great, actually. Kills Endless One. Could take out Spell Pierce. I think Liliana is garbage in this matchup. I mean, we don't even know they're White Eldrazi, though. All we've seen is a Lotus Petal. I'm not a fan of Thoughtseize because the games can drag out. I'm gonna do this, I think. Actually, the push is good versus Thought-Knot Seer. Ish. I'll shave one Ponder. So the plan is to daze their first play. And then try to trade with their creatures. And then play an Angler. This way I can plow plus daze if necessary somehow. I basically have to use my mana there. Just so bad not to, I think. Playing the fetch because there's an outside shot I just want to, you know, turbo out an Angler and try to kill them with it. Thought not? Alright, well, I'll do that. Then I'll let it resolve. I think this is like a card they should almost never bring in versus me. Yeah. It's like Affinity, where I think it's actually better to side out less of your, like, engine pieces. Yeah, but I think if this were, like, a threat or something else, it would be much better for them. Smasher. Oh, that's weird. Thanks for the follow. Alright, I'm going to edict them with that trigger on the stack. If I wait until the Scion making trigger resolves, it's just bad for me. I wish I had flipped this turn. That's like, just look at this board. Yes, reveal. Yo, thanks for the follows. Also, if he tries to blow up my Delver, it'll kill his Needle on Wasteland. It's just like, it's hilarious or something. I mean, it has to be creatures, right? Like, what if he has Wasteland and though? Well, I don't care if he Wastelands me. Are you joking? Oh man. This is still legal and standard for what it's worth. Alright, real talk is, do I burn 1 days to cast my Angler? And I think the answer is yes. Yeah, I got Gatekeeper Malachired. So I want to draw Delver next turn. Yeah. We tried Bearer of Silence in a lot of decks. Yeah, that cavern has been one of the best caverns I've seen. It has flying, right? Yeah. Couldn't remember for a sec. One, two, three, four, five, six. He cannot activate Eye of Ugin yet. Next turn he can activate Eye of Ugin, which is unfortunate. Might lose this one, which is unfortunate. Oh, can activate now with Scions? Okay. Good to know. Souls is pretty good versus him, though, I think. He chose not to. He values the Scions for blocking, so if he was going to do that, he should have blocked with a Scion. Probably. This can't block. I wonder if he realizes that. Alright. He realizes it. To activate the eye, he has to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, good beats. Time to bash. They often have Oblivion Sower, but I agree it doesn't make sense for him to have Ulamog. They might have one, which would be unfortunate, but, you know, c'est la vie. Yeah, probably Endbringer, but yes. Oh man, he's dealing himself damage. I'm happy about this. Man, a single wasteland would have been so good this game. Oh, right. It's bad. Forgot. Ibugen can search up any creature. That's obviously the best creature to search up. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can only do it for 4, and that's with tapping Ancient Tomb. And we can double days. Hone, good ballista, yeah. Honestly, I think this card is not even really that good in his deck. I'm gonna just take 2. The funny thing is, when Ivugan was printed, it wasn't even good. If I daze, what happens? Alright. If I daze that, and daze again, he has to sack the Scion. When OED was printed, it wasn't even good. It's true. Well, actually, when Ivugan was printed, there were no Eldrazi in existence. So you can block and shoot 3 of these and go to 1. Yeah, I remember week 1 of Future Sight, I bought 4 Tarmogoyfs for 4 each? $150? That doesn't even sound right. I'll take your word for it, Drew, but also, seeing this guy's configuration, I sort of want Zealous Persecution. Which sounds weird, but he has a lot of X1s. Don't want Null-Rod. I actually want Liliana too, I think. I'm gonna... do I take out... Just look at how his deck was configured. Now, I like Edict versus the big guys still, though. Liliana also mills herself for Angler and Souls. Take your time. I believe I am, but I haven't decided yet. What else should I cut? It's only sort of crazy. They still have a lot of expensive cards. but it also doesn't counter Chalice when I'm in the draw. I'll shave 3 days then. 2 days? But this is 61 cards. Boot count's kind of looking iffy now, though, actually, which is a problem. Maybe I just leave in Ponder and cut off the dazes. Alright, we'll try that. No, we can't cut a Wasteland. Ah, yes. A Delver hand. I'm actually going to keep. The idea is if I draw a Blue Blackland, it's just so good. And I have 3 draws for it, essentially, because I'm going to just aggro Wasteland. I am pretty sick of mulliganing, though. Alright, I'm fine with that. Did our opponent not charge the Ratchet Bomb on turn 1? I'm going to waste that as well. Man. I guess the reason to leave it on 0 is he's seen the souls from this deck, so... We should have taken out a ZP, I think. Oh well. Thoughts here. Not going well. I think it's Scrubland. It's not that unlucky. The way we boarded, it was actually pretty low. I think getting Scrubland is probably not good because it turns off all of my cantrips to not get a blue source. Could have forced a TKS and conceded. Not doing that. Unless one for... it's kind of bad for me. This is like the best card in all of the Eldrazi decks ever to exist. Smasher's whatever, but this card. This card is Ben White's spirit animal. Thought Not Seer. Why does it exile? Why is it a 4/4? Oh, good beats. That was disappointing. We did mulligan quite a few times, but, you know. Doomwick, do you actually want me to tell you more, or was that a hypothetical tell you more? Why does it can be cast off of 2 lands? It's a good question. Oh, Eldrazi proportions don't necessarily make sense in this plane of existence. So JC could win a Pro Tour, yes. That is true. Why does it can be done off cast lands? Why does a Necrotal can kill? Oh man, you guys are just butchering English left and right. Words are hard. Yes, they are. All right, let's win the last match. Let's finish strong. 4-1. Come on. I don't even remember what this guy was playing, but we keep. Drew, that has nothing to do with it. People have been trolling me forever. We can daze, or we can plow. If I were the perfect, what's the very model? Very model of a modern general, major general. From the Powers of Penzance. LOL. He switched. Lol. This is Belcher? I guess it's Belcher rather than Street or Death Shadow. I'll daze it. Damn. This is definitely not oops. Getting emptied for like 1,000 probably. Drew, I hate you sometimes. Nice one, Isman. Yeah, mono classic Delver hands and gatekeepers and Malakir. Yep, that's pretty much my life right now. Oops, all goblins. That's a nice one. 14. No. We can just pack it in. It's not going to be anywhere near good enough. I'm not going to bother to play around Xantid Swarm. Lingering Souls can definitely go. This is good. This looks good. Yeah. I added the edict. Hold on. No, it was not on purpose. Disenchant? Sure, disenchant. Whatever. So I can ponder looking for a counter. And then play Null Rod. Hold on, let me see if I didn't get the disenchant in. What did I got a souls in by accident? So I should ponder, I think. Alright, whatever. The man with a plan, honestly not sure. I think it is a reasonable alternative. It might be lateral instead of like top or bottom in comparison. What's the opposite of lateral? What's that word? Top down, I guess. I should have also considered taking out Wastelands actually, but vertical. I'm gonna shuffle. Alright. Hope I don't die. Longitudinal? That also might be fine. God, now he knows he can go all in. Swarmed with bees. Xantid Swarm bees is what Drew's talking about. Maybe I'm not deterministically dead. That'd be nice. Can any non-deterministic finite kill be converted into an equivalent deterministic finite kill? That's a lot of goblins. Burning Wish for Goblin War Strike would be kind of funny. Oh boy. Yo, thanks for the follow. Why did I open my mouth? Why? Alright. I'm going to go do something else. I have a headache now. But that was a good beat. Thanks for watching. Not sure if I'll be back tomorrow or not, but here, watch some Rich Shay.